Hello, everyone. It is I, your favorite sleepyhead, who totally didn't wake up for her own stream yesterday. I do apologize about that. Something iron deficiency something. So I'm really glad to be here today. A lot of things are gonna happen. I am super stoked to see how the live is going to happen. What's there in the 2020 League of Legends plans. Also, I noticed that my chat is not working, which is always lovely. Wait. I hate that YouTube forces you to just like... Wait, no, I hate the white one. Wait, I'll get there. Why the hell is this not working? When the YouTube studio is not working, you should probably worry. Okay. I'll hop quickly into my YouTube studio and manually change things because that's always fun. Вот она, сука. I got it, you guys. We're getting there. Hey, it's black. Awesome. Okay. Anyways, where was I? There is a lot going on in this year, I assume. I mean, it only just started, but it will be one hell of a ride. I'm already happy that we started the year with an amazing cinematic that I'm still not over yet. Like, it is so freaking good. The fact that I listened to it over like easily 50 times and teared up every single time when I hear the orchestra is like, it's mind-boggling. Now, besides that, we're obviously going to hop into Zeri. In my reaction video, I was clearly very ecstatic about the fact that she looks absolutely fucking broken, but I've been told that she's not. But for me to know that, I need to watch it. So, they actually released her in-game abilities and her interactions, some of which I already found on Twitter. Yeah, so it's really exciting, and I hope that it's not as broken as they made it seem to look. Yeah. And on top of that, I have something very exciting to tell you all. So if you love Yorick and you feel that Riot Games had disrespected him, then I'm happy to announce that me and the Yorick community have decided to make our own event with Yorick, hookers and blackjack. Yes, we're gonna have a meme contest and an art contest and like an edit contest. We're just going to have an absolutely amazing time. We're bringing in like challenger Yorick players. I'll do my best to try and bring in some of the Yorick influencers, such as Eugene, Yorick, Pentakill Yorick, and Daniel, his actual voice actor. But we don't know if that's gonna work. This whole event is going to be non-profit. We're just doing it because we love our boy and we want to do something for Riot to fucking notice us and stop disrespecting us, because you took it from us. You just took away everything that we have wished for regarding Yorick, and so we are going to give him the respect that he deserves that you didn't manage to do. And we're doing it for free. Imagine that. So, I will be updating everything on my Twitter. We already have a Twitter just for that event. It's called the Yorick Awards. And it already has a Twitter account that you can go and follow, and all the updates are going to be there. Obviously, I'll be sharing everything on my own YouTube channel, on the main one probably, and on my Twitter, because I'm very, very, very excited, and I'm really honored to be part of this super awesome get-together of Yorick shitposters. So, yeah. If you have any questions, and if you want to join, and if you want to help or contribute to anything within this event, you're more than welcome. Just message me on Instagram and DM me there or on Twitter, and I will drop a Discord just for you, so you'll be able to join us in our Discord group where we can discuss all that stuff. So yeah, so let's start with watching the event. I know it's like an hour long. Well, 45 minutes. So we'll see what they're gonna show us there. That is not going to be too crazy. Let me just mute my music over here. I see some of our Yorick boys up in here. Hey, and Nikki, hello, hun. So yeah. Oh, by the way, Nikki, obviously, if you want to join and help us too, you are more than welcome to do so. We're really working our hardest. We even have a logo. Tom made us a logo. All hail Tom. Woo! And a banner. Wait, I'm talking about it, but I should probably show it to you, because I'm so proud to see this coming to life. So we're gonna go on right here. Hop into here. Hello, how are ya? Oh, I need to change the chat here as well, because that's just how it is. Wait. I can totally see it. There we go. Boom. There we go. I see things. Nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so you just need to write the Yorick Awards. It's right here. I'm following it, and look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it absolutely fucking beautiful? Like, look at this. And the banner. Look at the banner. Look. It is beautiful. It is majestic. And it is all Yorick deserves. But yeah, anyway. We're here for the season 2022 opening day full live stream League of Legends. 45 minutes of hopefully pure bliss. We'll have to see how that's gonna work, but I also am going to push this down here because it really bothers me. And drag this up here. And there it is. Beautiful. Alrighty, so let's full screen this shit and see what we've got. Oh, we're starting with a cinematic. Hey! Yay! We're watching it again. I would have expected them to like put it like at the end, just to like fucking blue ball everyone. We need to crank that up. I am absolutely mind blown by the cinematic. Like, Talia looks absolutely remarkable. Kai'Sa's outfit is so good. Like, finally it doesn't look like a fucking spandex suit from a Halloween store, but an actual like symbiote outfit. Then we have this fucking Chad over here with his thick, manly, voluptuous thighs. Fucking Olaf over here with his tree trunk arms. Fucking Sejuani raiding her Druvok into battle because she doesn't give a fuck. He's not giving a fuck either. No one gives a fuck in the cinematic because everyone is ballsy as hell. And then we have Rek'Sai, who's an absolute queen, the one and only. There are no other queens in this. I'm sorry. That title is specifically just for Rek'Sai. Yes. Oh. So the fact that the fact that Ornn is forging weapons, which is something that he hasn't done in like forever, is very exciting. That means that we're getting a war. We're probably gonna go into war. We're gonna fight all together. Like we're gonna have Ornn fighting Volibear, and Sejuani's gonna be in the middle of it. Maybe that would be actually a nice opening for Anivia, because technically she's also a goddess in the Freljord, but for some reason we haven't heard from her in years. And then we have this. Like, what is that? What is that? I kept thinking of like all the dragons we have in Legends of Runeterra, you know? Like I kept thinking about them, and maybe like it's one of them, but I have a strong feeling like Riot Games is not gonna add another dragon into this game. No, that's a little too much for the audience. So yeah. But I do think that it's one of the dragons, if not Aurelion Sol. The question is the comets. The comets. I also love Talia's face expression right there, because like both of them, like they look at each other and they're like, fuck, we need to get in there, you know? She needs to go in there. And Talia is like really worried because she doesn't want her to go inside of there. Oh my god, you're so beautiful. Oh, Rek'Sai. You gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful woman. Yes. So, like Talia knows that she needs to bury Kai'Sa in that fucking hole. Like imagine like, you know, you just saved her and now she needs to go chase down the Voidlings. And the only way to do that is by closing that fucking tunnel. So it's just Kai'Sa down there. And Talia is not there to help her. And it's like, so much going on, you know? So excited. I'm so excited. Well, she's not really a child anymore. They already said on Twitter, they confirmed it, that Talia is actually older than Kai'Sa, and she's in her mid-20s. Yeah. So she's not a 16-year-old girl we thought she was. Well, at least not anymore. Also, I'm gonna mute this a little. Such great work. Yeah, she's 24 now.
I'm Andre.
26, 24?
League of Legends.
Hey, Andre.
To season 2022.
Hi.
On behalf of the entire dev team,
He's so
thank you for tuning in
handsome.
From around the world, help us kick off the next year of League together.
I like his glasses.
This year, we're focusing on the thing that keeps us coming back to League. Whether you play on PC, mobile, or are a diehard esports fan, we want to give you more ways to join in the competition across League's ecosystem. No matter if your focus is on climbing the ranked ladder, mastering your main, or cheering on your favorite team, there should be something for you to look forward to this season.
Okay.
Now, today we'll hear from folks on League PC, Wild Rift, and Esports, as we share some of our plans for the new year. We've got a lot in store, so let's jump right into it. I'm going to hand things over to the League team, who will share a sneak peek at some of the new champions, skins, and gameplay changes headed your way.
Okay. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Let's go.
Hey everybody, I'm Riot Brightmoon, here for
Hi,
the gameplay
Jeremy.
team on League of Legends. And I'm thrilled to welcome you all to Season 2022.
Look how happy he is. It's so
Let's
cute.
get things started with a quick recap of the changes we made this preseason. Over the last few years, we've usually used preseason to make big changes to one of League's underlying systems, such as items, runes, or the Elemental Rift. With this preseason, we wanted to look at all of our systems and make smaller, targeted improvements across the board. So, we added some items, like a new tank mythic for supports who want to dive into the action, and a new mage mythic for champs who need some help surviving burst damage.
Oof.
There are also new legendaries for tanks, mages, and assassins. You'll see some adjustments to keystone runes, including lethal tempo, which now grants ramping attack speed and increases your attack range. Glacial augment fires multiple slow rays that also reduce enemy damage. And prototype Omnistone has retired. Taking its place is a brand new keystone, First Strike, which amplifies your damage and grants gold if you're the one to Well, strike first. Beyond items
Okay.
and runes, we've also expanded the bounty system with the addition of objective bounties. These give your team additional gold for taking epic monsters or turrets if you fall behind. And finally, my personal favorite, dragons. First up is the new Hextech Dragon, whose soul gives your autos and abilities a chain slow effect. When she takes over the rift, Hextech gates appear in set locations that transport you around the map. And then there's her sister, the Chemtech Dragon. This dragon's soul lets you keep on fighting even after death. And when she
Good to know that our dragons are
camouflage
females.
zones appear in the jungle. While these changes are expanding systems, rather than overhauling them, they should still have an impact on your games. We're excited to see your new outplays and big brain strategies, especially now that LP's back on the line and Pro Play is kicking off soon. As always, we'll be keeping an eye on things, and we'll continue making adjustments in the months ahead. Now let's talk about some of the new changes you'll see this year.
It's so funny, every time they like read from the prompter, they just don't blink.
We've been talking about creating more ways to express your personality and achievements as League players for a while now. For some of you, ranked is how you define progress. But for those of you who aren't focused on the climb, there haven't always been good ways to show off your accomplishments.
No.
So this year, we're launching a new way for you to
Oh?
express yourself in League. Something that probably looks familiar are the redesigned ranked crests. But if you don't want to intimidate your friends with your challenger crest, or maybe your gold one doesn't really match your favorite icon, then we have good news. You'll finally be able to choose your level border from any of the ones you've already collected.
Oh, that's cute.
Now let's get to the really new stuff, challenges. Challenges track your progress in League in ways that aren't tied to specific champions, like winning the perfect game, soloing Baron, and even dancing with Shelly as the enemy nexus explodes. Each challenge levels up from Iron to Challenger as you make progress. So if you're the best at sniping dragons from the enemy team, or maybe your vision control is unmatched, now you can finally prove it. You can showcase any 3 challenges you'd like in loading screens and game lobbies, and you can track all of your progress on your profile.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
There are 5 categories
Okay.
of challenges.
That's cute.
Veterancy challenges track stuff you achieve mostly by playing League over time, like earning mastery points, securing first bloods, and dodging skill shots. The next group is expertise. Whereas veterancy gets you points for playing a lot, expertise asks you to do it with finesse. This includes mechanical and technical skills, like dodging multiple skill shots in a row, fully
Oh.
stacking mage eyes before 20 minutes, or stealing the enemy jungler's buffs.
Interesting.
Teamwork and strategy challenges reward
like
you
style
for
points.
mastermind plays and working together as a team. Winning games with an open nexus, getting kills by roaming, and winning clash games are all good examples. If you like showing off the things you've collected, or maybe you just take pride in being a completionist, then the collection category is for you. Collection challenges include things like unlocking skins and summoner icons, rekindling Eternals, and even progressing through other challenges. And finally, imagination challenges track some of the more unique things you do in League. Hitting snowballs in ARAM, surviving a fight with a single digit of health, and taking down enemies in their own fountain are just a few examples. Like with individual challenges, your performance in each category also ranks up, from Iron to Challenger. So if you swear you're a mechanical god with moves like Mako, now you have a way to prove it. In addition to these 5 categories, there are also legacy challenges, which are earned by being part of historic League moments or are only progressible during set periods of time. Some challenges track your progress within each season, and there's even one that shows if you're a battle-scarred player who's been here since beta. The progress you make across all challenges feeds into your challenge crystal, which upgrades as you go. Certain challenges also come with regional leaderboards, which work a lot like the ranked ones. There's a limited number of Grandmaster and Challenger slots, so you'll need to keep making progress to hold on to that rank. Finally, you can show the world you've completed some of the more difficult challenges with titles, which are earned when you hit certain milestones. For example, winning a lot with an open nexus will earn you the title The Comeback Kid. Other titles include KDA Player, Flame Horizon, and Unkillable Demon King. All
So,
of the identity changes will be rolling out over the next few months, and we'll continue adding more new challenges throughout the year. Before I go, I've got a quick note to share with you on ranked this season. Last year, we softened the ranked reset so that you'd start closer to where you ended the year before. But it ended up being a little bit too soft. Some of you who dove headfirst into ranked started losing more LP than you were gaining because your rank overtook your MMR too quickly. And that sucks. This season, we're resetting ranks to a more traditional degree, and paired with tuning adjustments we made last year, your MMR and LP will stay closer together, making your climb smoother throughout 2022. That's all I have to share with you today. I hope the new year brings you a little joy, lots of LP, and endless fun with friends. Thank you so much.
So, the whole idea of having challenges is really nice. I have it like in other games, and it helps me like progress because it helps me to know what I should be focusing on, and not just like mindlessly play. But then at the same time, there are like other issues that might pop up. First of all, this is like, we just want you to play forever and never stop kind of vibe. Like, you basically not only that, like, so far people were playing ranked games to prove their like dick size by like flexing it, but now there are other things that they can use to do that. Therefore, if you don't have that, people will now not only be judging you for having a rank of some sort, but also will be judging you for whatever achievements you have done or not. So I feel like this is a really, really great idea. Just like, not with the community that we still need to struggle with, because this is just like opening another gate for toxicity. Another thing, speaking of toxicity, is people who would be solely focused on doing challenges and wouldn't give a fuck about certain ranked games or normals because all they want to do is to achieve that thing. So let's say they would go into a game and they would be really excited to start it, but then things won't go their way, so they'll start like inting just because they don't care about that game. They never really wanted to play ranked games. That's not what they're here for. Therefore, they don't care about whether or not they're gonna win or lose the game. So, yeah. Like, on one end, I see the appeal of it, and I see why this can be nice. On the other end, this just screams toxicity. Because right now, we're dealing with, like, shit tons of toxicity with the minimal amount of shit we have in the game. Imagine having more things to be toxic about. Like, the game would be just absolutely unplayable. So, like, now we need to not only deal with people who don't take ranked games serious because they think it's a normal. So, like, you'll have, like, those who play normals, those who play games just to get badges, and those who play just to get ranked. And so, it will just, yeah. I want to say it's a good thing, but based on my own experience with League of Legends in the past 4 years, this is a big yikes. This should definitely not be the main thing. If the challenges are reasonable, that shouldn't be a problem. Yeah, but you have things like, if you kill people under, like, in their fountain, or, like, you know, stuff like that, and that only, like, adds to the toxicity of stuff. Challenges should be turned off for ranked, at least. Yes, I agree. So, like, people will solely be focused on playing ranked games and not thinking about the badges they're supposed to be getting from the game. 100%, yes, I agree. With normals, sure, you can keep it there, I guess. Because, like, the competitivity is different, and you kind of, like, always feel like you're playing normals and you're wasting your time because you're not really getting anything out of it. So that's why you would always rather play ranked game, because at least then you can make some sort of progress towards something. Yeah. Okay, let's continue.
So much for watching.
Hey everyone, I'm John, aka Bellissimo.
Oh my
the product
god,
lead for
John, your
personalization
voice
of League of
though!
Legends. Let's jump right into our plans
Woo!
for the new year.
Ooh, it also kind of reminds me of Brock from Pokemon. Who I
Okay,
totally
we've been
didn't have a
talking
crush
about
on.
improving League's event passes for years, but it's actually happening in 2022. For real this time.
Okay.
This summer, we're launching a new event pass that should make your progress and rewards easier to follow.
Oh no.
Event tokens are still at the heart of the system, but you'll earn from a new rewards track. Play matches and complete missions to make progress, and collect emotes, loot, and essences.
So you brought
all along
TFT
the
into
way.
this?
Then, like today, convert your tokens for the rewards that you care about the most, like exclusive chromas or the event's prestige skin. Over the past year, we've experimented with some bigger adjustments, but something that we've heard from you all is that the power to choose your rewards with tokens is something you really like about League's event system. So rather than reinvent the wheel, we focused on making event progress clear and more satisfying. Now,
He
if
makes
you're
me feel
watching
so
closely,
safe.
you might have noticed a new type of essence in the reward track. Along with the new event pass, we're also going to be completely revamping League's mythic content, which includes hextech skins, prestige skins, and gemstones. The new purple essence you saw is Mythic Essence, which will replace gemstones and prestige points as League's main rare currency moving forward. You'll be able to get Mythic Essence in all of the same places you get gemstones and prestige points today, and Mythic Essence never expires. When Mythic Essence launches in a few months, gemstones and prestige points will retire. Until then, the final prestige point shop will remain open, so be sure to spend all your points because they won't transfer over.
Oh.
Gemstones, on the other hand, will be automatically converted into Mythic Essence, so feel free to hoard them to your heart's content. You'll be able to use your Mythic Essence in the new rotating Mythic shop, which has an assortment of different goodies, but two main types of skins. We've consistently heard that hextech skins just really aren't hitting the mark for a skin line that's supposed to be rare and valuable. So we've decided to introduce seasonal mythics. Seasonal mythics will have a new thematic each year. For 2022, we're developing Ashen Knights, where ancient warriors once fought to rid the world of
Hey,
magic,
isn't that
but
one
instead,
dude from
witnessed their
our
kingdom fall to ash, darkness, and ruin.
it's a
Another thing
dude
we've heard
from
you all is
Valorant.
that it sucks if you missed your chance to get a prestige skin for your main. Maybe you took a break from League or just didn't have the time to get Prestige Arcade Caitlyn. When the new Mythic shop launches, you'll finally have a second shot to unlock past Prestige skins.
Oh,
Each month, the Mythic shop will feature a new set of unvaulted Prestiges.
okay.
You won't find the newest Prestige skins here, but once they've been out for at least a year, any Prestige can show up in the shop.
Oh, so I
There's
still
also
have a
special
chance to get
call-out for
Volibear.
2018 and 2019 Prestige skins. Back then, once an event ended, those skins were only available through a lucky loot roll. There was no end-of-year chance to unlock them with prestige points. We're going to bring back prestige skins from 2018 and 2019, but to recognize the investment of the OG owners, we're creating an updated version of each of these skins, which will be free for everyone who already owns it.
Oh, cool.
This updated version won't be available in the shop, and it's just a way for us to acknowledge your early commitment.
Okay.
We've heard that prestige skins sometimes feel like fancy gold chromas that just
Yep.
aren't worth the grind.
Yep.
So shortly after the new Mythic shop opens, we're going to be buffing the time and effort we put into prestige skins. This includes a unique splash art and brand new VFX, and other ways to accessorize your prestige skin that'll be released this year.
Okay.
Finally, we're also introducing a new feature called Loot Milestones, which give you bonus rewards from opening set amounts of loot. There are two types of milestones on the way. One is a repeatable track that you can complete over and over by opening masterwork chests. The other is a one-time track with an exclusive prestige skin at the end of it, and is only available alongside smaller events without event passes. Our goal with all of these changes is to make League's Mythic content better for everyone, in terms of clarity, choice, and rewards. There's a lot more detail than what I'm mentioning here, so we'll also be releasing an explainer where you can dig into the nuts and bolts of everything.
Okay. That's cool. That's good.
There are no plans for League of Legends 2, so we're committed to updating the game over time as part of a broader effort to modernize your experience on your favorite champions. Last year, we shipped a major update to Caitlyn, modernizing her base skin, animations, and VFX, as well as most of her skins and splashes. This year, we'll be focusing on Ahri, one of our older yet most popular champs in League. She doesn't have back animations, and the animations that she does have just feel extremely dated, not only for her base skin, but
Of
for
course,
all
it's
epic
Ahri.
skins that use the same foundation. You can expect to see a Caitlyn level update for Ahri later this year. That's all I've got for today. Wait, you didn't seriously think I'd leave without showing you some of our skins and thematics that we're working on, did you?
Okay.
In previous years, we've listed out champions that haven't gotten a skin in more than 1,000 days, called the 1,000 Day Club. That list is pretty short today, but we want it to be gone for good. Now, I'm sure there's somebody out there furiously writing up a post in Gangplank main saying, Riot literally hates this champ. But hold up, let's look at the list of champs that are going to see some love this year. Gangplank, Fiddlesticks, Rek'Sai, Trundle, Rel, Orianna, and the Donger. Of course, there will be more that aren't listed here, but if you're starving for a skin, hang in there. We know that you're counting the days, and we are too. Now, in terms of thematics, we're going to be revisiting a few popular ones this year, like High Noon,
Awesome.
Star Guardians,
Eh.
and Bees.
Really?
We're always looking for opportunities to bring
Bees?
back older universes in new ways.
It's so
This time
cute,
around,
but
we
still.
found some inspiration looking at an old standalone skin and reimagining it in a world that could exist today. Set in a near future, dying Earth, humanity faces resource shortages and the deadly invasion of an ancient high-tech army. In one final attempt to save themselves, the world bands together to create their only hope for survival. A superpower warrior armed with incredible technology, the Battle Bunny. Anima Squad has everything you'd expect to see in a futuristic thematic, like sleek high-tech armor, and cute animals.
Really?
You'll also see a familiar face return in a new state-of-the-art outfit. Speaking of events and thematics, we need your help choosing which thematic we should modernize next.
The world is ending. Everyone is dying. We're going to come in all together to create the ultimate fucking fighter. A battle bunny. Yes, a battle bunny. That's exactly what I thought we're gonna get for that. Love it. Oh my god. Wow. How did you know that that's exactly what I wanted for a world-ending plot? A battle bunny. Actually, two of them, because there's also like, you know, there's the Riven battle bunny, but then there's also the little misfortune battle bunny. Who else is gonna be a battle bunny? Oh, let me guess, not men, right? It's just going to be fucking thoughts running around with their fucking bunny ears and tails. But if you're so desperate for it, I'm willing to right now shove a fucking bunny plug up my ass and run around my fucking living room. Like, seriously, bitch. Ah! I can't. Just give us normal events. Stop with the world-ending fucking plots. Clearly you can't do them. I'm sorry. If I wanted to see a mecha bunny, I'd watch mecha anime. There's enough of that over there. Stop with the fucking anime plots. Stop. Just stop. Stop! Also, by the way, it's not towards you, Sugar Blossom. You're handsome. You're all good. I'm not mad at you.
Similar to what we did.
I'm mad at the decision Riot making as a whole.
You can vote for which thematic you want to see revamped the most, from Infernal, Gothic, or Arclight. Infernal is all about fire as a power fantasy. If we were to reignite this thematic, we'd want to deepen or expand what that fantasy looks like.
Oh.
Gothic is a thematic that we haven't touched in a decade.
Yes.
Before thematics were even really a thing.
Yes.
So we'd really want to create a universe for it.
Yes.
On par with today's skin lines.
Good.
And finally, there's Arclight.
Nobody
if
cares.
Arclight wins, we'd want to magnify its core themes of divine
No.
light, justice, and order.
No,
Make it
no
feel even
justice
grander.
and order. Fuck off.
You can vote for which thematic
We already
you'd
had
most like to
Sentinels
see
of Light.
revamped in the League client this week. Just like last year, even if the thematic you chose doesn't win, it doesn't mean that it's never coming back. Speaking of which, Monster Tamers, the third place in last year's thematic vote, will be coming out later this year.
Oh, right.
Finally, our first new
Now
thematic
that
of the year
Pokemon
will
Go
be a
is kind of
celebration
dead,
the
nobody
lunar
cares.
Porcelain blends elegant traditional imagery with the ferocity and power of the tiger. In addition to Porcelain,
Why
we're
isn't
also
that
going to be revisiting a well-loved favorite this
Rengar?
year.
Why does it have to be Ezreal?
All right, fam. That's it for today. I can't express
We were
enough
thinking
how
about
thankful I am that I get
tigers.
to be here to represent the hard work of
Ah,
our
yes,
teams.
Ezreal.
The only reason we're able to
Yes.
continue to invest into League year over year is because of you and your support. Thanks for playing.
Me who hasn't played for like 4 months because I just exhausted from this season.
Hi, I'm Ryan Reeve Morales, lead on the Champions team at Riot.
You. It's all because of you. I want to say so many things right now. My God, I want to say so many things! Ah! Ah! Yes, Ryan. Please tell me.
I'm here today to talk to you about our plans for Champions in 2022. Now, in the last roadmap, I shared that we'd be pushing the next 2 Champion releases into 2022. At the time, we weren't sure how it would impact our schedule, but now we have a clearer picture, so I'd like to share an update.
Yes!
The goal last year was to release a champion for every lane, with the exception of mid, which would be receiving 2. When we were planning champions for this year, it became clear that we wouldn't be able to target the same goal for 2022, while still giving each champion the time and attention they would need.
I see.
So we'll be slowing down a little.
Okay.
While we want to get champions out for as many of you as possible, it's more important to us that we release champions when they are ready. Even if that means we don't hit a
Like the
specific goal
events?
for the year. Take last year, for example, when we delayed Vex to build out her tech. We were worried about disappointing you all, but when we saw your reaction to her release, we knew we made the right call. We know it feels bad to wait over a year for a new champion to play, so we're still gonna aim for a spread of champions for each lane over a multi-year basis. We just might not hit every role every year. We will probably still make more champions for mid lane, so we can try to hit a good split between mages and assassins.
Or you could just, like, you know, update the old champions instead of popping out a new champion every 4 months. I don't know. That's just, you know, an idea that pops out in my mind right now. I think if you actually give some love to your older champions for the sake of them, the players, the community, and the overall world, that would be really, really good. Because no, nobody cares if they can play a new champion every single 4 months. We don't even get to learn the first ones that you release. We don't need more champions. I, to this day, have no idea what Aphelios does. I haven't read any of his fucking shit. We don't want more champions. We have enough. It's overflowing with champions. It's overflowing. Like, I can't hold all these champions. Does anybody remember Samira? Or Rel? Remember when Ivern came out? You know that there's a champion called Skarner in the game? Have you seen a Mumu? Why?
Now let's talk about some of the new champions coming this year.
I don't want new champions. Okay. We already went over what I think about the design. It is so uncanny valley. I do like the whole story of her making her own jacket though. That's pretty cute.
Again?
Love the voice acting. Oh my god. Whoever voiced them did such a great job. Broly Jr., let's go!
Whoa, gotta hurry. That's my team you're messing with. Lightning in a gun coming through. If the Chem Barons couldn't keep me
I
down,
can't.
no one can.
Like, why do they always have to showcase AD carries in the top? Why? Why do you have to make our life so fucking miserable? We're already struggling as it is. All of us fucking bruisers and fighters and juggernauts, like, let us just duke it out with beefy champions up top without actually, like, getting destroyed. Let me live! Latency, hello!
Wow, intense. I guess Mom was right. The bigger they are, the
She is a Super Saiyan. Okay.
Not again.
So our first new champion this year is Zeri, an electrifying neon-colored ADC from 𝙤𝙤. Zeri's a hyperactive bot lane carry whose kit takes inspiration from shooters, specifically from machine guns and assault rifles. She has a pretty unique playstyle for an ADC.
Valorant.
Instead of
Just say
auto-attacking,
Valorant.
Her Q is a skill shot that she uses to do everything other bot laners would use their auto attacks for.
Okay.
Zeri still has an auto attack, it's just not her primary way to farm, do damage, or take objectives. It's meant to be used sparingly at just the right moments. Her auto attacks also count as spells. This means that they could trigger item effects that normally trigger with spells instead of autos. This leads to a rapid-fire play pattern that we hope feels unique from other champions. Basically, if you want to play Zeri, my advice is to never stop moving. The next champion we'll be releasing this
I mean,
year
it's the
is
whole
a
point
new
of AD
enchanter.
carries. Kiting.
When we were thinking about the type of support we wanted to make, we looked at the Enchanter cast overall. There were a lot of lighthearted, colorful, good-aligned champions there. And
We're
felt
getting
support
the-
players
we're getting
deserved
the
something
Darkin?
more sinister and dark to balance out that
We're getting the
cheery brightness
Darkin?
in the role. We also wanted to make a champion whose theme and kit make support players feel like the boss that they are.
Darkin.
All you support players know what I'm talking about.
Darkins.
Those damage carries always get all the credit. but
Yeah.
It's always been you, behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Keeping them alive with your buffs, constantly saving them from certain death. How could they make all those sick plays without you? And if any of you support players out there know what I'm talking about, then I think you're gonna go berserk over this new Enchanter.
That's not a Darkin.
So after the new dark support, we...
I see it. I see everything. The lavender sea. Purple cities cover the land.
We're having a void moment?
She rules over it all. My empress. This is what Runeterra should be, its true form. The city of Belveth shall fall first. Beautiful Remora swimming endlessly through cities of lavender, overwhelming everything in her path, consuming us. We are all saved.
Where am I?
Filming season start? You were kind of rambling.
Oh my god, wow. No wonder the ruined event was ruined. Oh, wow. Okay. Moving on.
Yeah, I'm good. Where was I in the script?
You were just getting ready to tell us about the new
Oh yeah,
Snorting
yeah,
shimmer.
That's right.
Yeah.
So after the new support,
Yeah.
we've been hard at work on a terrifying new jungler who's ramping up to swarm the rift later this year. I'll just leave it at that for now.
A
since
terrifying
just talking
jungler.
about it is starting to bring back
Remember.
that uneasy feeling.
Remember a support that is not actually nice, and a jungler that is terrifying. Both of which were probably not going to be terrifying, nor really evil. So, yeah. as much as you want to sound relatable and make me feel good as a support player who knows her shit, I'm sorry. You said you were a Yorick player, but then we found out that you don't even play Yorick. Then you said that you didn't forget Yorick, and you did. So no. No. Just no. No. I'm not, like, if you wanted to make me really excited about this upcoming champion season, no, I'm not. I'm waiting for the Darkin. I'm waiting for the 𝙨𝙚𝙧𝙞𝙬𝙧 Darkin, who is sublime yet terrifying, and it is known for her viciousness and kindness. And she also looks like a primordial goddess. That's what we want. That's what we want. Champion updates.
So that's all for new champions, but what about VGUs? Later this year, we're releasing the champion you all voted for last year, Udyr. We have a dev blog coming out today that dives deeper into his update.
Okay,
but we do have one
check it out.
small change that we wanted to share here. We know that Udyr's antlers weren't really hitting the mark for many of you, even after the tweaks. And once we got them in game, we also realized they weren't really needed for a unique silhouette. So we removed them. Goodbye, antlers. Be sure to check out the dev blog to see all the awesome progress that the team has made so far on Udyr. But that's not good news for you VGU fans out there. We will also have a new vote going live today, where we will once again ask you all to vote for a champion to receive a VGU next year. So 𝙨𝙚𝙧𝙞𝙀𝙀 and 𝙬𝙬 will be returning, but they'll be joined by some new contenders with 𝙬𝙤𝙀 and 𝙬𝙤𝙀. Make sure to check out the poll to learn more about why we chose these 5 champions, as well as our design goals for each of them. And that just about wraps it up for what we want to share today. But before we go, here's a quick teaser for a new, very mysterious, non-traditional bot lane champion we'll be whipping out later this year.
Another AD
Thanks so
carry?
much for watching, and make sure to check out our newest champion Zeri on PBE or when she releases in a few weeks. I'll see you on the rail.
No. The antlers added to his design because, like, he's supposed to be a shaman who basically does, like, mimics all the animals that his powers are based off. So the antlers really added to the fact that he's in the Ferliordian, you know, like, yeah, it just adds to it. Also, like, it gave him that, like, you know, volume up on his shoulders. Like, yes, he's got an amazing body, like the first probably body figure that is not of a fucking 20-year-old twink. But again, we got another shirtless champion. Like, you need to understand that the only champions that had shirts on since 2015 were Jhin and Aphelios. All the men that came after are shirtless. All of them are shirtless. Pick a design, pick character design, shirtless. Shirtless. I mean, at least this time we don't have a fucking 8-pack and, like, smooth skin. But, like, it's okay to put shirts on. It's okay. The antlers gave him some sort of, like, uniqueness. Like, it gave him this, like... No, shamans! Shamans always wear, like, bones, like, animal bones and, like, stuff like that. Whether it's, like, a necklace form or, like, you know, a staff or something. That's how they are. And that's what makes them so unique and cool. Because they're, like, one with nature. And now it's just, like, a really beefy, hot daddy dude with, like, pants. Gavin Blue Eyes removed the antlers and added it as a horn on his hip and a bracelet. The antlers look so badass. It just fits so much. I like the feather that they added in his hair.
We chose these just about new.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
Alan here from the Wild Rift team to share a first look at what we
Hello,
have in
Alan.
store for
He's
you
so
all.
cute.
This year, we'll be releasing more features made specifically for Wild Rift players, like Season 2 of Guild vs. Guild.
I
and
don't
new
play Wild
passes.
Rift.
We also want to keep bringing the full League experience to your phone with
So-
new champions, skins, and events. In particular, there's one big change headed your way in just a few months.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna skip this part because I don't really play Wild Rift. As cute as it is and all.
Debut. Our first international tournament, the Wild Rift Horizon Cup, took place in Singapore, and it was so exciting to see it all come together. The top teams from around the world competed at the highest levels, and it was incredible to see the first team to
Okay.
world champion. The tournament will feature 24 teams, 8 qualifying straight
We're
from
still
regional
talking about Wild
competitions,
Rift?
and 16 battling through the play-in stage. Following play-ins, the main event.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Nazala Taha, Global Head of LOL Esports.
Watching respectfully.
And welcome to the 2022 season.
Hi, Naz.
Pro players around the world are busy preparing for another exciting year of competition. And we're coming off a pretty incredible ride together in 2021. We saw some fresh faces assert their dominance on the spring and summer stages, with 100 Thieves winning their first LCS trophy, and
Yes.
Mad Lions starting a wild run with their LEC win in the spring. It wasn't all new defending champions, though. EDG, DK, and PSG Talent also came out on top in their leagues, while teams like Red Canids Kalunga, Galatasaray, and Peace made their world's debut. After a COVID-related hiatus in 2020, last year's MSI was our most successful one to date, with RNG's triumph over DK hitting a record-breaking MSI peak viewership of over 23 million. We missed you, MSI. Welcome back.
23 million. Damn.
And of course, we culminated the season with another unforgettable Worlds. We got to see legends rise, rookies make their marks, and the greatest of our sport remind us of why they are just that. The fact that we got to hear Silver Scrapes 4 times in the knockout stage says it all. The finale between 2020 world champions Damwon Kia and Edward Gaming will no doubt go down in LoL Esports history as one of the most epic showdowns. With EDG's phenomenal wins celebrated by millions in China and around the world. I'm excited and humbled to report that for the 10th year in a row, we beat our viewership record for Worlds. You, our community, you fuel LoL Esports, and we cannot thank you enough for your energy, your insights, and your passion as we collectively continue to grow the sport we love. Now let's talk about our 12th season. After a very exciting off-season, rosters are set.
She is so
100+
beautiful.
teams around the world are gearing up, and our
Oh my
12
God.
regional leagues are ready to kick things off. To get ready for the first split of 2022, we sat down with 5 pros from around the world.
What's
to
her
find out what they're
skincare
each aiming
routine?
to accomplish
Holy
this season.
shit.
The full series will be released soon, but we have a sneak peek for you today. Let's take a look.
They earned their spot to be here. All of that practice, all of those scrims, they are immediately my favorites for the title already.
And we got a banger to start ourselves off.
Legendary like all my idols, coming for it all, and I can't wait. Success just called and I got me a date, so I grabbed my ambitions and I'm on my way. Cross the wrong line and this bad news might get burned
It's a
like a
bop.
candle. We too hot to handle. World at my feet like a sandal. I only move when I plan to. Your moves could get canceled.
In the end, it was themselves they had to overcome, their own mistakes, their own demons.
Oh, I wanted him to continue.
And finally,
Okay.
we are thrilled to have North America host Worlds this year. We're getting ready for a true continental tour as we head to Mexico City, then on to New York City, Toronto, and finally land in San Francisco for the final. We'll have more to share in the coming months. So stay tuned.
Really?
That's the latest for LoL Esports. Matches kick off next weekend. The hype is real, and we
I
thank
might
all the
actually go
fans,
to San
players,
Fran
teams, and
then.
partners for joining us for what will undoubtedly be another amazing season.
And with that, we've just about wrapped up our stream for today. But the year's just getting started. We've got more ways to celebrate throughout the week with missions, exclusive in-game rewards, and player choice votes. Esports leagues around the world start kicking off their splits next week, and you can claim glory for yourself in Clash next weekend. We still have lots more in store for the year, so we'll keep sharing our plans for League throughout the season too. As always, thanks so much for watching. Best of luck on your climb, and welcome to season 2022.
Quite underwhelming. Like, yeah, I like the idea of having other ways to be able to enjoy the game, but those 3 champions that they're planning to release are not really going to be anything that I would probably enjoy. The colors of the champion that they were talking about, that's supposed to be like evil and stuff, is probably has something to do with the void due to the colors of it. It's or that, or it kind of reminded me of Civica's arm plate. Like, where is it? Yeah, blah blah blah. Zeri. No one cares.
Enchanter.
Yeah. It definitely has to be a shoulder. That's probably, or not, or it's like part of the weapon and she's just resting her hand on it. It is a female. That's a very feminine hand. You haven't voted on the VGU skin line? Yeah, I did. I picked Nocturne and I picked the goth one. It can still be like Shimmer powered Corina Veraza that is her robot hand. Yeah, that can also be it. Hopefully that's her. I mean, that's not her color scheme though. Her color scheme is green, not pink, unless they like change something in her lore and be like, yeah, she's running on like that now. But then it like wouldn't make sense, you know? I really want it to be Corina. like, Karina should be in here. Unless they're saving her for 2023. And like want to release her with the release of Arcane. Because that would make sense. Because like in Arcane they didn't talk about like the kidnapping and stuff. And with all the like connection she has with Karina in Legends of Runeterra, it would only make sense for them to add it here. So in the second season of Arcane, Caitlyn is probably going to be the officer. Like the head officer. And that's when she's going to meet Karina, and that's when she's gonna have issues with Karina. Because right now, she's just an officer. She's not, like, the leader. So, yeah. I have a strong feeling that they're gonna save Karina for 2023. And yeah, this color scheme already not saying anything to me. I see brass, I see pink. I see delicate art and a porcelain looking hand. I don't know what to tell you guys. I'm not excited for 2022. Like, I'm worried that now I'm gonna have to deal with even more toxic players because of all of those like extra things that they added, and people would be focusing on that. Should definitely remember for next time when we're gonna have an LPP discussion to throw it out there that they should probably remove the achievements from ranked games and just keep the achievements for like normals. But yeah, I am not excited. It's kind of sad. And then you had to put Reeve in here? Really? Really? You had to put Reeve in here after a whole year where we had issues with him? The one dude who gaslit, gate kept, and boy bossed everyone? Like, was it really necessary? You didn't have anyone else who could be there instead? Okay, so here we are on Skid Spotlights looking at Zeri's ability. I've said in my previous video that she is broken AF, and now we're going to actually see the abilities and figure out whether or not that's the case. So her passive is Zeri gains movement speed whenever she receives a shield. When she damages an enemy shield, she absorbs its energy, shielding herself. Well, that's disgusting. So, if she has a champion with her that can shield her, she has a shield. But even if she doesn't have a champion who can shield her and her enemy has a shield that shields him, she can take that shield to herself. Ah, okay. Okay, wow, that's a very long queue. Okay, passive. Zeri's basic attacks deal magic damage, scales with AP, and is treated as an ability. Moving and casting Burst Fire stores up energy in Zeri's Spark Pack. When fully charged, her next basic attack will slow and deal bonus damage. Active. Burst Fire shoots a burst of 7 rounds that deal physical damage to the first enemy hit. Burst Fire scales with AD, and it's treated like an attack, with the first round applying on hit effects. Its cooldown matches Zeri's basic attack timer. So we got AP and AD here. That's great. I really would like to know what's the cooldown on that Q. Because from what they just told us, her main ability is her Q, and that's how she's going to play. Okay. Next. W, Ultrasoc Laser. Zeri fires an electric pulse that slows and damages the first enemy hit. If the pulse hits a wall, it fires a long-range laser from the point of impact? Huh? Huh? Zeri dashes a short distance and energizes her next 3 casts of burst fire, causing them to pierce through enemies. She will vault over and or grind along any terrain she dashes into, depending on the angle. Hitting a champion with an attack or ability reduces Spark Surge's cooldown. So she gets a boost, like a damage boost when she dashes, like she does the dash, and energizes her next 3 casts of burst fire, causing them to pierce through enemies. And hitting a champion with an attack or ability reduces Spark Surge's cooldown, so she can basically like spam it as she chases you down. R. Zeri discharges a nova of electricity, damaging nearby enemies and overcharges herself for a moderate duration. While overcharged, Zeri gains increased damage, attack speed, and movement speed. Attacking enemy champions refreshes the overcharge duration and adds another stack of move speed. While overcharged bursts fires damage concentrates into a faster triple shot that chains lightning between enemies. Chains lightning between enemies? Okay. And that's the new skin, which I absolutely have. I just do not understand that. But because I really don't care about her as a champion, I'm not even going to say anything. Like, okay. What? Okay. Voice interactions. Let's go.
Blitz, you used to help me climb the clock tower. That arm of yours is no joke. A gun and a badge don't make you a hero. Echo, you don't have to fight alone. Us Zon kids, we stick together. Ezreal, you're the type of guy that's not worth my time.
Period.
Professor, don't make me blow up your inventions again. Janna, you do exist. Your wind, my lightning, let's make a storm. Oi, Jinx! How many rockets you making me dodge this time, huh? Pretty songs don't fix problems, Seraphine. Actions do.
Period.
A real rat with a crossbow? Can't believe I owe my dad money. Vi, you could have fought for Zon, but you chose not to. Is that another me? Or someone else? No one's ever asked me to zap them zigs. That's new. Quite the swing, Blitz. Let's have another go. Well, Caitlyn, out of touch, out of luck. You can do better, Echo. Rewind and rematch. Like your gauntlet, Ez. Everything else? Nah. Back to the blueprints you go. Janna, come on. Don't let people's faith go to waste. That's enough animal-shaped guns for now. Wow, we rock. Wait, where's the last one? Beautiful lyrics, Sarah. If only you'd back them up. Look at them scramble. We crushed it.
Oh my god, she's really going at her.
Trash? Just ask. Vi, I've tried punching through life. Doesn't work. Probably a weird dream. Nothing to worry about. Do I smell burnt squirrel? No one steals my thunder. You blinked, downed one. And that said I was stubborn. Beat it. Fried. Got him. Ha, got you. Too slow. I shoot back. Never count me out. White. Whoa, that's 5! We gotta celebrate. A gift from Zon. Surprise! Electrocute. Catch. Heads up. Need more power. Short on sparks. Come on, charge already. Running on empty. Got to fuel up. If I can just get this to work. Nope, not funny. You wanna mess with us? Deal with me first. That's a lot of talk. Let's see if you can back it up. Sweet, we're here. Whoa, crazy weapons. This seems great. Let's go. Zon's with me every fight. This time's no different. You know what? We might die here. Let's make sure we go down swinging. Yell if you need backup. I'll be there in no time. Aye, this is cool. Lots of places to run. Charging up ought to be quick. Run fast, charge up, shoot the bad guys. Easy enough. I stood up for my community. I can stand up for others too. Oh wow, they're really out to get us. I got to be faster. Grandma said, never back down from a fight. Bless that woman. No one catches me. Except for my aunt. Man, I can't get anything past her. One sec, gun could use a little tinkering. Wait, I forgot something. Just stay alive, okay? Hold up, there's a gear in the shop with my name on it. If the 𝙗𝙬𝙪𝙾 couldn't keep me down, no one can. Come on, Zeri, fight to win. Remember that. Snap out of it. I can do this. We can do this. Might have rushed that one. It's okay. I'll do better. I owe you one. Appreciate it. Thanks. Hoy, hear that buzz? Ready to shock. Off I go. Bye. Got a zip. Go time. That's my cue. See ya. Fully charged. Sparks ready. Amped up. You got nothing. Step up. I'm here. Unload. No, you don't. In a hurry. Incoming. Burst fire. Nuh-uh. Let her rip. Buzz off. Not a chance. Don't you dare. It's up to me. Count on me. Dodge this. Quick, quick. Psst, get out. What's up? Drop. Hoy, move. I'm not messing around. Electric. Out of my way. Shock 'em. Screw it. I'm mad. Go, go, go. No holding back. All in. Bolt and jolt. Static blitz. Lightning crash. I am lightning. I am lightning. Wow. Intense. Aw, over already. Whew. Got to recharge. Aim and fire. Let it fly. Ultra shock laser. Here it comes. Boom. My bad. I'll get them, I promise. No, I can fight. People need me. I'm not done. Gotta hurry. People need my spark. Quick feet, quick trigger. I belong here. We all belong here. Everyone's counting on me. No way I let them down. This won't be perfect, but life never is. No slowing down. I faced worse in Zon. We can win. Fresh air. A rare treat. If it matters to my team, it matters to me. Man, I should have packed more snacks. They're like the 𝙗𝙬𝙪𝙾s. Talk big, but they'll break. I don't leave others behind. Anyone have a plan? No? No problem. Gun's not broken yet. Better keep it that way. Fights getting messy. At least I'm consistent. Lightning in a gun coming through. Mistakes made are lessons learned. Giving up's too easy. Never seen so little traffic. Do I miss it? Best thing I can do is fight when others can't. Do or die. I'm all in.
The longer I listened to her voice, the more I thought about Disney. If you noticed, in the past 2 years, every animation series, like TV studio, they had this like unhealthy obsession with like tomboy female protagonists that like fight and like, you know, they have families and the families love them and everything's fine, and then they have a struggle and they overcome that struggle. But it's always the exact same thing. It's like cookie cutter main character. Like, it's so boring. It's so boring. It's so boring. Oh yes, I have a healthy relationship with my family. And that's it. That's my personality. That's all it is. Her whole personality is electricity and healthy relationship with her fam. I get I get that a healthy relationship with families is so uncommon within the world of Runeterra, but it shouldn't be the main focus of a character. That's not supposed to be like the highlight of the day. Yeah. Like, I mean, when was the last time you've seen like an animated boy? Just a boy. Just a boy. Like, yeah, let me throw some jabs at Seraphine and Ezreal, because I'm new. And I'm so quirky and special. And I'm not like other girls. Okay. Let's see what League of Legends released regarding, Udyr. Was it here? Like, where did they release it? Do you guys know the dev blog? Where's the dev blog? Okay. There he is. So. We want to preserve Udyr's stance-changing identity and keep him as primarily auto-attack melee-focused champion. We think this is what makes Udyr unique and stands out on the roster. To help his gameplay feel more modern, we want to add a bit more interests to his stances and melee pattern to give some more depth to playing him, as well as make it more clear when Udyr is doing something cool. He doesn't really have hype gameplay moment right now. We want to upgrade Udyr's visuals to modern League standards while keeping his general theme of a warrior shaman intact. Our goal is to build on Udyr's visuals, not reinvent them. As for his narrative, we want to bring his in-game portrayal closer to how he's being portrayed in recent lore and give him stronger ties to the Freljord. Please, I don't want to see Reeve and lore anywhere during 2022. Udyr's rework has been long time coming, and I was stoked to help recreate on the League's most senior citizens. When we got started, I assumed that Udyr would be rather simple and straightforward champ to work on, but that facade wore away very, very quickly. I got started by blocking out a proxy model to get him in-game to start testing our ideas for his visuals and gameplay. But in order to do this, we needed to get his proportions correct, because without a good base, we'd just be polishing a turd. Our goal was to make him feel like a big, strong mountain man, and that it became our North Star for his body type. While working on his proportions, we ended up removing his antlers. While we really liked the idea of them and we tried a lot to get them to work, we couldn't get them to not look goofy because of how hunched over he is. Okay, in one attempt they looked like wings, and in another they looked like propellers. No matter how hard we tried to get them to work, they just always looked off. Although the idea was cool, Udyr is the animal spirit guy, not the antler guy. So ultimately we decided to table the antlers and refocus on his animal spirit fantasy. After we built out out Udyr's base body, we got started on his stances, and that's when we realized the Mountain Man was going to be a bit complicated. His base body was pretty straightforward, but his 4 stances were a major hurdle. Not only were there 4 of them, but we also had to make sure each one amplified the fantasy of the animal spirit they're associated with. We tried to create sustainable resources as we go. This way we're future-proofing new champions, making it much easier to develop skins and future updates. We decided to use the same bones in each of Udyr's models to keep things simple for us and help readability in-game for players. This meant we had to do a lot of iteration to find what felt the best for our big boy. Some were simple, while others required 10 more iterations to get right. It's actually a lot of fucking work. Holy shit. But that's the fun of the game, the development. Oh my god. If you ever wonder what Johnny looks like. We're still early in Udyr's production and everything's a work in progress, but we're slowly getting closer to the final look and feel for our big boy, and hopefully all you will enjoy him when he finally comes out. Mastering Udyr's many stances. Gameplay clarity is really important in League, and I knew Udyr would be challenging because I needed to look at each of his 4 stances as separate from each other, but still connected, because they needed to feel like Udyr in order to be clear in game. But I also wanted to animate his stances as if they're 4 different champions with entirely different characteristics. That way, it won't be confusing to figure out which stance is in. Udyr holds a deep reverence for wild animals, and I wanted that connection to be clear in his animations. Phoenix stance was the most challenging to animate, and it took many iterations before I found the right direction. He wanted his pose to look bird-like, magical, and related to ice, which is a lot. I also wanted to preserve his wildness, so after much thought, I came up with a wind attack idea. Like a wing. Okay. The idea was to mimic bird's wing. Yeah, with Udyr creating wind with the swipe of his arm. I like the direction a lot, but there were a few problems. The size of the air made the attack look like it hit multiple enemies instead of just one, and the team wanted the stance to be related to ice more than wind. That means I needed to go back to drawing board. The next idea was to animate Udyr creating ice instead of wind, so that it looked like he was using his magic to attack with the ice. We liked the direction more than the first iteration with wind, but we were afraid that he looked too magical and lost his wildness aspect that key to who he is. That meant I needed to find a good balance between his magical power and inherent wildness. Next, I leaned more into a physical version of ice, and while I really liked this direction, it felt like it lost the connection with birds. Oh, cool. So I changed the stabbing lunge to a swipe to bring in bird-like inspiration from the first idea, but kept the iced wings as a nod to a certain wings of Freljordir and Demigod. The final idea ended up being a blend of everything I did leading up to this point in true game development fashion, and we're all really excited with where we ended up. Udyr has many types of basic attacks, which meant I had to animate it for each stance. My approach to each is pretty much the same. I considered his personality first, and then need to think about the spell function, all while making sure they feel unique to each stance. Here are some of the others using the same process. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Okay. Awakening the Beast of the Freljord. Udyr's VGU gave me a good opportunity to push boundaries in League's VFX style. The first inception of that came from the question, can I make Udyr look like he's in a fighting game and in League? Oh my god, this is so bright. Where's Oprah? It literally hurts my eyes, it's so bright. fun fact about Oprah that you can just... Oh, thank you. Anyway, where were we? Fighting games have always been a genre where you can express individual mastery over a character and its matchups. When I looked at Udyr's new gameplay, I immediately thought of the individual character skill expression you'd find in a fighting game. His stance has different use cases. Bear stance is great against certain champions in a 1v1 duel. Phoenix stance is great in AoE situation, and so on. I picture an Udyr player knowing when it's the right time to use the optimal stance, and that being the thing that differentiates between a good Udyr player and a great Udyr player. He's an incredibly versatile and flexible champion, exactly the type of character I'd want in a fighting game. But fighting games and League are two different games with two types of VFX. Where is the happy medium? Before we get into examples, let me explain Udyr's passive, which is what I'll be talking about. If Udyr is already in a stance and it is on cooldown, he can awaken it. Each stance has an empowered form or function when it's awakened. With this in mind, his passive should visually make you feel powerful when you awaken each stance. Going back to my original goal of trying to combine League and a fighting game, I decided to go for a heavily stylized, sharp, and hard-edged shape to hit that power feeling. That's pretty sick. After looking at the first iteration, I decided that while cool, the direction didn't quite fit League's VFX style, so now, what? Oh, okay. It kind of looks like an MMO level up. I looked for answers in Udyr's spiritual energy. What does this power look like after you channels it? How does it feel connected to the spirits he holds dear? I replaced the hard shapes with softer ones to match League's VFX style and introduced color to deepen the overall fantasy. But I couldn't stop thinking about the initial fighting game design, so I had a thought. What if I added everything together and make color the differentiator between his stances? Ah, that's cool. That's cool. That looks a lot better. Because there are 4 stances, I need to create color palettes for each one. These visuals are all using the same exact VFX, with the only exception of being their color. Okay. Bear stance on the left and ram stance on the right. Udyr enters bear stance. Udyr gains bonus attack speed for the next two auto attacks. Udyr gains bonus attack speed for a certain duration. Okay. Ooh, that's so sick. With a hair design. Yo, that's so sick. Huh? You might notice some of the visual language from early fighting game exploration, and that's because it's there. I was able to combine sharp shapes with thematic lightning hooks and soft blending to ground within League VFX style while still giving it something uniquely Udyr. Then I needed to move on the effect when you interact with enemies. When Udyr's bear stance is awakened, your next 2 attacks will arc chain lightning to your primary target and then spread nearby enemies. So like Volibear. Furthermore, when this arc of lightning hits a single target and doesn't bounce to others, it'll do increased damage, kind of like a big lightning bear when he's mauling your face. Yo, I might actually start taking Udyr up top. Channeling dragon spirit. Ooh, okay. At least he got some horns here. That's sick. That's hella cool. We decided to keep Udyr more human than dragon to show that he's in control of the draconic power he's summoning. No. You decided to keep Udyr more human than dragon because humans sell more. Yeah. Next, we're hunting some of the more minor details for his base before doing an in-game version and concepting the dragon form stances. Okay, that looks better. Kinda. Yeah, I'm not mad about this. I like that, like, there's spikes coming out of his arms, at least. There's that, and scales, and, like, nails, and... yeah. I'm not mad about this. Like, this number C I was not a fan of. But this, I guess, kind of still looks a lot better. Okay. Alright! Well, I'm really happy with Udyr and the changes that I have done to him. He really did deserve the love. But yeah, to say that I'm very excited about the changes of, I mean, the updates of 2022, I'm really not. I'm actually very worried about it. I think that what I'll do is just solely focus on playing 5v5s and like do really like funny solo games where I do really dumb and crazy shit, like playing Yorick support. Haha, because apparently that's a thing. Yeah, but I don't really see, like, I'm very, like, I want to believe that this is gonna be, like, a really good change, but the whole, like, TFT banner thing, where you need to, like, play a certain amount of games to, like, reach a certain something, like, that's exactly what you did with TFT, and that's why I don't really play TFT that much anymore. Because it just feels like you want me to grind. And I don't like people telling me what to do. I don't like people just like forcing me to do things. I don't want to enjoy a game by being forced to do anything. And you can, you know, you can argue and say that nobody's forcing you to do anything. But the game really does that. Because like you are looking at this bar and you are subconsciously want to get to the next thing because we're gamers. And quests is something we've been raised on. And we have this like completionist like obsession of like going to the next thing and completing things. So you are intentionally decided to do this so people would play more and spend more time on the game. And like, I don't want this to feel like a chore. Like, I don't want this to feel like a job. Like, League of Legends is meant to, like, you know, to play it to have fun, not to, like, you know, sit and grind games because you have nothing else to do. Keep your expectations low, at least you'll be surprised if it's gonna turn out good. Yeah, at this point, like, I can't get excited about these things. I'm still salty about the fact that Reeve showed up. Like, I don't understand why they decided to do that. Whose decision was that? Like, he single-handedly admitted to the fact that he fucked up the event. And then, went and told us about how, not sorry he is for fucking up an entire region and all of its champions. But because, you know, yeah, maybe we shouldn't have changed their entire personalities. Maybe it wasn't such a great idea. Maybe we shouldn't be trying to copy other IPs to make our own events. Maybe we have entire writing teams that have enough originality to be able to build that for you. Gaming Debonair event is the only event that I did not complete. It's just too grindy, way more grindy than Sentinels. Everything feels grindy. Everything. It just feels grindy. I really wanted that Volibear Prestige skin because it was absolutely beautiful. but they want you to grind, and I'm not gonna do it. I don't have time to sit and grind games. And it's really like discouraging because like you want to be able to achieve that, you want to be able to play, but you can't. Like I'm literally like I can't do it. I like, and like just forcing me to do that and being like, oh, you know, like, oh, okay, well, if you can't do it, then that's a you problem. That's not an answer. Lore, music, and cinematics is all I care about. Honestly, Jazz, yeah, that's kind of like how I feel about this too at this point. I just hope they're not gonna fuck it up again. And like with seeing Reeve on my screen is the last thing I want to see for a 2022 event opening. Like, honey, I have literally sat here and cried because you fucked up the one champion that I cared the most about. Because you gaslit and lied. And didn't care to do research about your own fucking event. So like the last thing I want is to see him on my screen. Also, we need to keep in mind that Song of Nunu is going to come out this year, so it's not like we're not going to have League games to play at all. Yeah. So, I mean, I'll try to play League. I'll try to stream it. I don't know how many of you really want to watch me play League. I'm not sure if you were like in for this. I know that majority of you just like, you know, you want to see the lore. You want to you want me to play games where there's an actual story or a plot that I can interact with and react to. With League, it's just not there. I will probably do like something revolving around League as like a video series. Maybe have some like professional trainers try and train me. That would be absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I don't see myself streaming League. Sorry. You did not tickle my fancy. Honestly, I would play League only with you guys. Shaco, Corky, Cho, and Cassidon were not in the VGU poll. Nah, it'll be fun seeing you play League though. Yeah, you think that? We're here for your excitement. Things you are excited for are what is fun to watch. Yeah. Tom, Yorick support? Yes, 100%. If I'm going to stream League, I'm going to be streaming myself playing Yorick support. Yes. I'm gonna achieve Challenger with Yorick support. Oh, Jasmine, thank you, hun. I miss playing League games with you guys, Dinka. I honestly miss playing with you. Yeah, see, when we're playing like ARAMs against one another, that's fun. We can do that. Definitely. You do whatever you want. I'll be watching because you are fun. Thanks, Kat. Yorick won for all mode 2. Many ghouls. Oh, I would actually love to see that happening. Get me that Yorick support, lore mother. Let me rage at every creep stolen by the ghouls. No. I promise I'm going to play safe and in the back, and you don't need to see the ghouls. The ghouls are going to be there just to attack people, not the ghouls. Not the minions. We had like a really funny call today in the Yorick squad group, and we watched as Frostware dominated the bot lane as Yorick support with a Caitlyn ADC, and they were playing against Karma and Ashe, and they won the game. And it was really funny. And they had like a busted Lee Sin. So that was not very exciting, gotta admit. Dinka, good news. They're going to send us the advent calendar. It's going to be probably getting here way late, but we'll still be getting it if you want it. I just got a message from Riot Eco-Friendly Entropy. They're one of our LPP managers, and I asked them if I can like pay for the advent calendar, for like the Nunu advent calendar, because I really wanted to have part of my collection. And they said that there's like a chance like all of them were like given away and there's like none of them were left anymore. But no, they told me that there is one, and they're gonna send it to the US, and from the US they're gonna send it to me. So yay, that's amazing. I'm very happy to hear that. If you play ARM, I would love to join, but yeah, play or do what makes you happy. That is what matters most. I mean, I want to play other games besides League of Legends. That's why I opened up the gaming channel. So we'll be able to have a lot more options. This year, we're gonna have many things that will be coming our ways. I want to check out that new MMO that's supposed to come out in 2022, and obviously finish The Witcher series. I'm supposed to play the entire series. And what else did I have? I had like a bunch of plans for this year. So yeah, we'll get there. And obviously the Nunu game, and maybe Convergence will come out this year, or maybe Project L. We'll see. But yeah, for League, I'm gonna keep it for like maybe fun days where we can like do something, because I still have videos to make for the main channel. I'm so busy. Hope the achievement system improves the experience for casuals, as they mentioned. I think it will. I definitely think it will if you play normals. I mean, it's like I mentioned before. The reason why I don't play normal games is because I feel like I'm wasting my time. It feels like I'm doing something like it feels like I should like, if I want to play a game and actually get something out of it, I should probably play a ranked game. Because in ranked games, when you play, at least you know that you have somewhere to like, you know, what's the word? Aspire to, like, you know that, you know, you can like go up and like, you know, reach the rank that you want to achieve. And in normals, you don't do that. Like in normals, you're just there to like test new champions and fuck around, kind of. So it's nice to have something extra that can help you out. I just really want them to like not have that achievement thing in ranked games. I don't want that to be there, because I don't want people to be playing ranked and just like hyper focusing on having achievements instead of like winning their lane. But then on the other end, it can also like maybe help them take the game a little more serious. Like there's a lot of trial and error there. I guess we'll start the season. People will start playing, and hopefully they'll listen to us and change it up if we're not about it. Still salty about Dinka's dungeon? Jazz, hey, I wish I could. I wish I could. Girl, you're entertaining AF. You could play anything and we'll be here. Thank you. Are you focused more on multiplayer games or single player games? I like them both. I much rather play single players, because I like to do things on my own, and I like really good like story driven games. But if it's like a really good multiplayer, then like, you know, why not? I was thinking of getting into Final Fantasy, but currently it's kind of like locked and nobody can get in because there's just way too many players. So I'll have to wait and see how that's gonna work out. There's an achievement for First Blood. People would just int for it. Yeah. Yeah. Dinka, I've been trying to get the gems to get Darkstar Cho'Gath, but they are going to rework the system and I'm only missing one gem. What should I do? I'm collecting them since the skin came out. Yikes. I mean, they're about to start a new season and they're going to like destroy all the gems to make them into essences that you will be able to use to be able to get yourself the skin that you want. But like there's nothing you can do. It's not like you can like buy the gems. So you'll have to wait and hope that you'll be able to use those essences to get the skin. Kinky Dinky has always been our heart. Gaming the best thing coming in 2022 is ability to flex with the amount of skins in collection. Oh yeah, Lucky, definitely for you. The one dude I know in this world that has every single skin. And all he needs to do to get new skins is re-roll the ones that he gets from boxes. Have I played Final Fantasy X? Yes. Yes, I have. I played a lot of a lot of the Final Fantasy games, starting with like the really first ones. And the last one I played was Brotherhood. I did play the online one, 14, like years ago, but I know that there's have been a lot of changes. So yeah. Gaming, would you like to check the LEC hype music clip with Against the Current? I don't think I can play it without actually getting demonetized. So, yeah. Will Dinka's Dungeon stream Darkest Dungeon if it was a thing? Oh, that would actually be really cute. It would actually be really cute. I really tried to get into the Darkest Dungeon. I didn't really understand it. Am I playing Witcher? Yes, I am. I'm playing the first one. Last time we had to stop it because we had titties and we shouldn't have had that. I still have the second thing. They did actually allow me to download it. So all I gotta do now is I'm probably gonna do it today. I'm gonna remove the part where we've seen that one druid with her titties out. And green druid bush. So I'm gonna remove that part and the rest of that like chapter 2 basically, and kind of try start from scratch. And every time I'll have to go back to the druids, I'll have like a button on my stream deck where I can just like press it and it's gonna be like a massive cabbage. So you won't have to see the stuff that you don't need to see. Because, yeah, who knew that the enhanced uncut edition of The Witcher will have that? Not me. No. Yeah. I hope that Udyr's VGU will give him as good music theme as Orange and Volibear's. Ooh. Honestly, every Freljord song is such a bop. Like, for real. They are just amazing. So I don't see a reason why it wouldn't be that. What about Rainbow Six? Did you get bored of it? It's not that I got bored of it, is that I'm so bad at it and so scarred by the community that I was just kind of like last time I played, I was trying to make a video for Overwolf, and I'm like, I'll go into a lobby and I try to play and I'm still figuring out, like, I forgot where my crouch button is, and like I was just like trying to figure it out. And when I was shooting, I accidentally shot someone on my team. Like, I damaged them, I didn't kill them, and I was really struggling through those rounds. And then like the dude in the chat was like, don't worry guys, we're gonna win this, I'm gonna carry us. And the game starts and he shoots me in the back of my head. Like, Okay. Okay, I guess. Thanks. Wow. Such a welcoming vibe over here. And that was like a game for normies. Like that, like literally for noobs. How can you be tryharding in a noob game? Please. Bitch. Come on. So, yeah, I was just like not about that toxicity. And you turned. Gaming, nevertheless, I recommend checking that clip up after the stream. I posted it on League News. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'll check it out. 10v5, a Yorick, Annie, Ivern, Shaco, and LeBlanc team. If you need to join a free company in Final Fantasy XIV, we have an LGBT plus friendly one. Oh, that's really cute. I'd love to join that one. Udyr theme with lots and lots of drums and some Ionia tunes and some throat singing. You heard here first. The throat singing. Ooh. I'd love to hear that actually. That would be hella sick. Yeah, that's my jam. That's my shit. Ew. Oh, that would be super awesome. Okay, you guys, that would be it for today. I will be coming back on stream. I will let you know when, and we can continue playing The Witcher, like we planned to do in the first place. I also need to finish the Arcane series, which, Jesus Christ, I'm so exhausted about, but I have to finish it, because I committed. And again, if you love Yorick, and you care about Yorick, and you want to be part of a really, really awesome and cool Yorick-related event, go check out the Yorick Awards on Twitter. We will be doing the actual award video on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch it there. We don't have a specific date because we have a lot of things to do by then. But yeah, if you want to help art-wise or editing-wise or writing-wise, let me know in private on my Instagram or my Twitter, and I will send you a link to the Discord where we're all hanging out. So yeah, love your faces, and I'll see you all next time. Also, thank you for being so understanding with me over sleeping yesterday. Like, I was really overwhelmed by that, and it really stressed me out, and your unconditional love and support and understanding and empathy, it just made me sob for like an hour. I even today, when I was like waiting for my blood test, I was like sitting there and like tearing up because I was so overwhelmed by you guys. Yeah, so thank you for being you. You're awesome. I don't know what I did to deserve you all, but like really thank you so much. Yeah, okay. I love you. Bye.